Hey there, I'm Ken. This is Canadian Retro Things. Welcome. It is my favorite time of the year. It is the beginning of Septandy. So happy Septandy. Today I am going to continue opening up boxes of stuff that I received for that TRS-80 Model 1. So far, I have unboxed the computer, the monitor, and the expansion unit. Now, the computer's not working properly. I think the monitor is working. Hopefully, I'm going to VCF here next week, and I might be able to find the part that I think I need for getting that computer running. But today, we're going to dive into more of the goodies that I have generously donated to me by Shane McDonald. Not Sheldon, Shane McDonald. So, yeah, I guess there's really nothing to do but start opening up some boxes and see what goodies we have. But first, I have to say a big thank you to my channel sponsor, Retro Rewind. If you're watching this video, then chances are you like retro. If you have a Tandy color computer, a VIC-20, a Commodore Plus 4, 16, 64, 128, or Amiga, then I would suggest checking out Retro Rewind. They sell hardware, diagnostic cartridges and accessories, capacitor kits, and they will even recap your board for you. So for all of your Commodore and color computer needs, visit Retro Rewind at www.retrorewind.ca. And if you use my discount code of CRT10 at checkout, you will save 10% on your order. Check out the link in this video's description. I currently have 4 more boxes to unbox, and let's start with the smallest box right here, which appears to have some programs in it. Keyboard debounce and real-time clock utility. CONV, DCONV program and data conversion level 1 to level 2 utility. And some cassettes. So we've got backgammon, data conversion level 1 to level 2, keyboard debounce system KB fix. Side 1 is level 2, side 2 level 2. The side 2 has real-time clock system. Okay, and program conversion level 1 to level 2 for 4K system only. Program conversion level 1 to level 2 for 16K system. These are minty looking cassettes. Just a quick note also, if you happen to notice any of these manuals or programs that I have here that are not archived, let me know. As I said, I'm very new to the Model 1 stuff, and I don't know what's out there, what's archived, what's not, so I would be happy to archive anything that I come across here that is not. Hopefully everything is archived, but yep, I will definitely do my best to archive these things if they need it. So the next thing I have is a big old box here that is chocked full of packing peanuts. So let's see if we can get this out without making too much of a mess. All right, here we go. We've got the Radio Shack TRS-80 mini disk drive. So it's got a very nice little dust cover on it. And look at that, the dust cover is not disintegrating. There we go. Okay, so that's one thing that's in there, and we have installation instructions with some original receipts in here. So originally $214. If you can read that, it's a bit faded. And what else do we have here? We have some more paperwork. Customs papers. So you don't need to see those. So obviously this was ordered from the United States. So now I think what I'm going to do is just quickly take this apart, see if there's any belts or anything in there that are, you know, have fallen apart or whatnot. And yeah, start making a list of things that I have to find. If there are belts in here that are not working, I do have a whole whack of them at home, so that'll be a project for when I get home at the end of September. So what I'm going to do to take a look at the inside is just take off the metal shroud, which is just 3 screws on that side and 3 on this side. So then that should just lift right off. Fortunately, the manufacturer seal is already broken on this, so I'm not having to do that again. There we go with the interior. So I am looking to see if there's anything leaking, any problems anywhere. Especially on the power board. A little bit dusty, but otherwise the interior is looking pretty good. And here so it's a little bit sticky, but actually the belt looks pretty good on this. Spins nicely. Everything spins pretty freely. So I think this is in good shape. I would not be afraid to plug this in. So now let's put it back together and move on to the next box. And here we are with our next box, which, as you can see, is a computer item. So this one is okay, not what I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be a tape drive, but it's another disk drive. That's about the same size as the other disk drive. So I've actually got 2 disk drives for this computer. This one doesn't have a dust cover though. And this one is gray to match the computer, the other one's white. So big old power pack on the back. There we go. So I guess same thing. I have to quickly take this apart and check out and see if the belt has disintegrated on the inside of this one. So interesting. I guess I did not get a tape drive with this. I was expecting a disk drive and a tape drive, and this box did have a ribbon cable that looks like I could plug 4 different disk drives in with it. Okay, let's take this apart. The screws are out, so as you can tell, this is definitely a different model than the other disk drive because it's got the big power pack on the back. and only 2 screws on each side. So, all right, there we go. So, doesn't feel too bad. It's not sticky or anything. Oh, runs really nice and free. So no problems with the belt in this one. I'm just looking at the caps. They all look good. Here's the circuit board that runs the disk drive. Everything looks good there. So once I get everything else running, I can plug this one into the computer and test it out as well. So let's reassemble it. All right, I have one more box to open, and I am very excited about this box because it is the software box. Now I can hear you saying, well, I got 2 disk drives, but no tape drive, and a lot of the programs that you've seen so far, as a matter of fact, all the programs we've seen so far are on tape. Well, very fortuitously, I actually received this around the time of Cocoa Fest. Now, this is the realistic cassette player that you would have gotten if you bought the Model 1 cassette player. Now, I know it's been packed away, it's dirty, it's missing the top cover, but yeah, I can clean this up, and I do have to change the belts in it. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll be able to find the top cover for it. If not, I'm not too worried about that. But I actually received this from Robert Kilgus when L. Curtis Boyle and myself went to his place to interview him. If you haven't watched those interviews of Robert Kilgus, it's absolutely fascinating. His life with before the Radio Shack, his working with the Model 1, working with the Coco. It's all pretty cool. Okay, here is the big heavy box of software. So, let's start unpacking it. And we will start out with an envelope from Logical Systems Inc., the fixed list hard copy. So what do we have here? We have the following files are found on the LDOS fixed disk. This is from 10/25/82. Using electric pencil, using L-script. So a lot of stuff to read through there. And then we have some Coco discs, including original WordPack 2 discs. So these are Coco programs. OS 9C compiler. Let's see. OPAC. Banker 256 programs. Ooh. That could go with my Banker 256 computer. So, color profile, WordPack 2. So, a bunch of... I got to remember that Banker disk is in here because I don't have my stuff for the disk drive and everything for the Coco here, but I can certainly, when I get home, look that over. And we have a haunted house game. 4K level 2. LS-DOS, or LDOS, Pascal. Script.io. Games 1 for LDOS. Ooh, Zork 1. backup copy of original Zork disc, Zork save disc, Pascal 80, Robot Attack. Oh, there's Zork. Cool. Modem 1B. So there's the back of the Modem 1B. A box with more discs in it. So none of these have anything written on them, but there is a very faded list there of something. I'll have to try and see if I can read that at some point. There's Dancing Demon. Tiny Pascal User's Manual. The RS-232C interface. Radio Shack Casino Computer Games. There's 3 tapes in there. Oh, cool. Zork. I gotta take this out. You know, it's very interesting. I've probably played Zork for the first time back in the mid-'80s. And I think this is the first time I've ever actually seen what the packaging for any version of it looks like. Cool. And then we have Paddle Pinball. Gammon Gambler. TRS-80 Level 1 Game Pack, which has a bunch of tapes in it. Hammurabi, Star Pilot, Space Taxi, Blackjack, Space Trek. That's cool. A Lisp programming environment. Logical Systems. LDOS. Missile Systems Incorporated. LC, C Language Compiler. Okay. Okay, this is Discs Scriptset, TRS-80 Model 1. So tapes, Scriptset instructions, and this is the last big binder. And this is Series 1 Editor Assembler. A random power adapter, which is probably for the modem. And a bunch of games. So we have Galaxy Invasion, Basketball, Tiny Pascal, Terminal 2, Head Demagnification and Cleaner Cartridge, Caterpillar, Scarfman, Flying Saucers, Micro Movie, just some blank cassette, personal software, Danger in Orbit, Dungeon Quest, Date Stones of Ryan, Bedlam, Quick Watson, T-Bug, Invasion Force, and Pyramid 2000. And that gets me to the bottom of that box. I have now taken a look at everything, and there is a ton of stuff in there to keep me playing with this Model 1 for many, many, many hours. I mean, some of this stuff, not exactly up my alley. I'm not a huge programmer, but there's lots of games and there's lots of really cool stuff to look at there. And hey, maybe I'll take up doing some of the programming now that I've got all these different compilers and everything else. So, yeah, that is everything that I got from Shane McDonald, and I am so looking forward to playing with this stuff. So, yeah, happy Septandy. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget that a like, a subscribe, and a comment below are all things that help the channel out a lot and greatly appreciated. So, yeah, I'm off to VCF. As a matter of fact, if you're watching this when it first gets released, I'm probably on the road to VCF. So if you're there, drop by, say hi. All right, have a great day.